What's up, everybody? On my way to the dentist right now. I had to leave work for a while to go to the dentist. I've had two fillings in my life. One on this side of my mouth and one on this side. Same tooth in the bottom, in the back. And that one I had done in Michigan when I was, living in Michigan. No big deal. Same old, it was nothing. Just at the regular dentist. And then this one I got done down here in Tennessee, and for some reason, man, I went back twice already, and it has been a pain. It was a little tiny cavity. It wasn't anything big, but I don't know if my thought is they didn't put enough whatever over it, and it's like it hurts when I chew or drink or pretty much anything. So I'm heading back now for the third time. Hopefully third time's a charm and this is the end of it. But yeah, so a few things that happened today though I'll fill you guys in on. I got my Canon PowerShot N100 in, which is the camera I've been talking about that has the rear facing camera also, so you can do like a picture-in-picture effect. So I'll be trying that out. I started doing the unboxing video, just some preliminary shots, outside shots or whatever. I also started last night one of my caseology cases for the Galaxy S5 and did some different type of shots, some different transitions, some different music. I don't know if I've really talked about it, but I'm a partner. I'm signed with Fullscreen, which is a YouTube channel network, a YouTube multi-network. So with that, I have access to royalty-free music. So I've been going through that, picking out some music to do some beds and some background music for my videos and things like that. And I've also started, why I don't know, I guess just seeing some of the quality of guys like Mac Mixing, Dom over there, and and of course MKBHD, but they use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I just, quite honestly, when I first started I was using iMovie of course. I wasn't doing anything spectacular, and then I wanted to up my game a little bit, so having a Mac, I just assumed, it's Final Cut Pro, that's what you use, and I did that and bought the software for 200 and some bucks, and then I've also bought Motions, I think it's for 50 bucks, which I've never used. I bought the compressor software, which I do use for every video, but the vlog that I posted yesterday was the first one that I did with Premiere, and it wasn't much because I didn't edit it. I just dumped it on there, put a title, and then exported it, no problem. But with the filming that I did last night, I started editing it in Premiere, and there's quite a few more shots and transitions, and then cutting and editing is just a lot of different keystrokes than there is in Final Cut. So, but that being said, and I just downloaded the free trial, I didn't buy it yet just because I wanted to try it. But that being said, so far I really, really like Premiere, which I honestly didn't think I was going to. I'd watched some videos on it. It looked very, very complicated. But I think with that complexity comes quality, is what I've seen so far. And don't take this for too much, because I've only actually, I've probably spent an hour editing with it, so it's not like it's a whole thing. There's some plugins that I've seen online that I want to get, some color correction things, and just a few things that I've seen people, some tutorials of some plugins that I'll end up getting, that I'll end up using. But for now, I'm just using their basic, what it comes with. So yeah, I'm digging it so far. The other thing that happened today is May 20th, and Microsoft had the unveiling of the Surface Pro 3 today, and I watched some of it while I was on lunch, and I mean, they've made improvements, but to me there was just I don't know. I've tried the Surface 1, the Surface Pro 1, the Surface Pro 2. I just have had no luck. I've taken them back each time, just disappointed. So I can't imagine the 3 would be. They did show some. I'll start with the really cool stuff. They showed some really cool features. One is, if you're just, the way he described it is, you wake up from your sleep and you want a pen and paper to write something down. Well, their new stylus, which they don't call a stylus, the pen for the Surface, your device, the Surface Pro 3, could be off, and the pen has like a click pen on the top, even though it's a stylus, and you click it and it'll actually open up and turn on the device and turn on OneNote. So you could literally click your pen and then bam, you're right in there. You can make your note and then that's it. And then it's automatically to the cloud with OneNote, which I thought was really, really cool. The other changes that they made is it's thinner, it's lighter. They say you can't hear and or feel the fan, the internal fan anymore. They said it's a 12-inch with a, if I'm not mistaken, a 3:4 ratio. So but it's 12-inch. It's large. It's definitely bigger. I think the old one was 10.5 or 10 something, 10 point something. So it's a bigger device. Supposedly it's lighter. They kept making a big point that this is the replacement. The laptop replacement is this Surface. But I think they've said that for every single one. And then this one, he pointed out the flaws with all the other ones. So the Surface 1 had a kickstand that only did one angle, which made it difficult to put on your lap because it stood almost upright. And for someone taller like myself, it made it bad even on a desk. You had to push it farther away. So the Surface 2 had 2 positions. Well, that helped out with that. Now the third one has what they're calling a friction hinge, where you pretty much can lay it any way you want. And then another thing, they have a new keyboard cover, type cover, where it connects magnetically, and then if you're going to put it on your lap, you fold it up again like a little elbow in it, like a little accordion, and then another piece will magnetically grab the front of the screen and sort of stabilize it more. I don't know why, and I'm not a mechanical engineer, I'm not a designer, but to me, why couldn't you just stiffen up? I mean, all you're doing is folding it up again to stiffen that area, to reinforce it so when it's on your lap, it's not wobbly. I don't know why you couldn't just embed steel along that ridge or make the whole, I don't know. I didn't really get it, but, you know, more power to them. But the 2 things that I thought were hilarious were, they were talking about how, not rugged isn't the word they use, that's the word I'm using, but they said how, you know, almost indestructible this thing was, and he held it up, and when I first started watching, I didn't watch it from the beginning, but I thought it was odd that the whole little stage they were on was carpeted. It seemed like a weird, like I've never seen a presentation like that where someone's on carpet on a stage. But then he holds it up and says, you know, this thing's like indestructible. Holds it out like shoulder width away, or shoulder height, outstretched arm, and dropped it. And like you could hear it hit like, I don't know, 8 inches of padding under this carpet. It was really, I thought it was really funny. That part was funny. And then the other part that I thought was funny is he was showing and forgive me because I can't remember the name of the application, but it was something for like screenwriters, because he was showing a script that his brother had written for some movie that his brother's producing or directing or something. And he made notes on it. He said his brother will send him stuff and he'll give him notes. So instead of writing on the script and sending it back or whatever, he took his pen and he made notes, and it was really cool. He crossed off a couple things, made a handwritten note. I thought it was pretty cool. The way the pen works, it's really responsive. I mean, really, really nice. But then he didn't acknowledge it because he wasn't paying attention, but he flipped it. It was in portrait mode because he was writing like it was a legal pad. He flipped it into landscape mode, and when he flipped it, it made the paper, you know, small, so you had room on the sides instead of taking up the full portrait. And anybody, if you take something that you're looking at and you flip it and then you, whatever. Well, all the writing was now off skewed. He had crossed off two different things, and those X's had moved off to like the side column, and his note was in a different spot now. It didn't compensate for rotating it over. Not a big deal. I'm sure it's some software glitch that they could easily fix, but I just thought it was funny that he was making such a big deal. And then he flipped it, and then he pulled over and started a movie in another screen. And then when that got smaller, there was no more real estate on the side, so it smushed it together, and then it made the lettering, the writing that his notes back in the correct spots. So, I don't know. The price points, I think, is just crazy. You can get the low-end one for $799, which I believe is cheaper than the Pro 2 was. But then they have the highest end one is like $19.99, $2,000 for a tablet. And I haven't seen any details yet, but I'm guessing just like the other ones, they don't come with, they may come with the pen, but they don't come with that type cover, which to me, you need that type cover. And he even said it when he was talking about the new type cover, how they improved the trackpad. He said because he pretty much was taking a shot at Office for the iPad. He said, you need a cursor when using the Office suite. He goes, we learned that, we know that, and he's pretty much saying, don't use it on an iPad because it's crap, because we don't have a pointer built in. So anyways, that's what it is. I'm gonna let you guys get going, or I'm gonna get going here because I've been rambling on for a lot longer than I wanted to, and I'm almost to the dentist. So those are my thoughts for the day. Appreciate you guys watching. Be on the lookout for some new stuff. Like I said, some cases I'm going to take a look at for the S5. The new Canon PowerShot N100. I'll be doing that. Hopefully I'll have that stuff up in the next couple days. I'll be doing some late nights. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up if you like this type of stuff. Let me know if you're enjoying the vlogs. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.